Hey, yo, welcome to the ChoZen One podcast, and this is your host, KD Russell. Listen, this is my first podcast, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm pumped up and I'm excited, and you know your boy gonna get you through this. So let's get right to it. Yo, check this. I know y'all didn't think I was gonna start this podcast and not mention my favorite team, the Carolina Panthers. Man, moment of silence. And I know some of you are thinking, why is he so pumped up? Why is he so excited about a team who went 2 and 15 last year? Well, I have every reason to be excited about my Panthers. It's a new day in Pantherland. We have a new head coach in Dave Canales and general manager Dan Morgan. Many of you are familiar with Dan Morgan as he is one of the greatest linebackers in Panther franchise history. And he also understands what keep pounding means. Dave Canales has done a marvelous job with the quarterbacks that he's worked with over the past few years, getting them to play their best ball of their career. So I strongly believe that head coach Dave Canales will get the best out of Bryce Young and get him playing like that number one pick he was last year. So, with that being said, Panther Nation, we're going to have to be patient and we're going to have to trust the process. We can't be nitpicking and getting all upset about every decision that's made. I think that these guys are going to make the best decisions for the Panthers to get us playing our best football, not just for the years to come, but for many years to come. So if you're not down with that, I don't know what else to tell you. We are in good shape. We just have to trust the process and believe in our team. This is a perfect time to get behind our team. In order to be a strong franchise, you got to have a strong fan base who has faith that things can turn around. We can't be the same old Panther fans who have continuously downed our team, always got something negative to say. I mean, I know it's emotions because I get like that at times, but we cannot rip our team apart, especially now with this new regime. We have to trust that these guys are going to do just what they say. I believe in their vision and I believe in their plans. So, hey, let's come together and let's support our squad. Let's get ready for something great. That's all I can say. Moving on. Brian Burns was tagged today, y'all. Um, he received the non-exclusive tag, meaning that he could talk to other teams. And if he finds a team or a team finds that, hey, we want to sign Brian Burns, the Panthers could come back and match that and still hold on to Brian Burns. Right now, there's no time to panic. All we need to do is just let these guys do their job. The other reason from the franchise tag is to just give both sides enough time to negotiate maybe a long-term contract or maybe a trade. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we have to just trust what Dan Morgan is going to do. He's going to do what's best for this franchise, and we're just going to have to hold on to that. I know we become fans of these players. We don't want certain players to leave. Some of us want certain players to leave. But now I think we just have to trust where we are and trust where we are going and believe in the process. Bryce Young will be better. Trust and believe. He's the number one pick for a reason. We cannot attack this man. He had up and down, more so down year last season, and that's because he had a lack of a great offensive line and weapons. I mean, his most consistent target was Adam Thielen. Outside of that, who could he rely on? And then when he had time to throw the ball, those guys did not come through. It was only Adam Thielen. And I mean, at age 33, I believe, it's only so much he could do by himself to take over a football game. I mean, simple. We need help. Offensive line wise, man, I can't say enough about the poor pass protection that was given to Bryce Young last year. I mean, every time he turned around, he was either getting sacked or he was under pressure to where he couldn't even get a pass off. So we got to fix those two things. We got to go through the draft and through free agency and pick up quality players who can help this football team. So again, I believe that Dan Morgan will get the job done. It's going to take some time. We're going to have to be patient. I don't know what some of our Panther fans are expecting, but I'm expecting us to compete this year and take another step towards being better. Now, if that leads us to winning the NFC South, making a playoff berth, I'm all for that. But outside of that, man, we just gonna have to be patient and realize that hey, 5 wins may do us some good this year. I mean, that might be our best. But if we do even better than that, then we still got every reason to be even more excited. So as a diehard fan, I'm telling you guys, I believe in these two. It's just something about Dave Canales and Dan Morgan that is clicking right in my spirit. So I think the Panthers are in good shape. As far as Brian Burns being tagged, man, let's just be patient. Let's not get overwhelmed with whether we should keep him or let him go. I mean, let the front office do their job. If it's meant for Brian Burns to be a Panther, he will be a Panther. If not, we'll move on and we'll build from there. But right now, we need to get Bryce Young some weapons and we need to strengthen that offensive line. And I believe that will be done. Moving on to the Los Angeles Lakers. This is very frustrating because the Lakers have LeBron James, who is considered by some of you the greatest of all time. Um, Anthony Davis, um, Austin Reeves. I mean, they have a good squad, and I'm just not understanding why, with a team like that, why we're so inconsistent, why we can't get over the hump. It seems like when we play the Denver Nuggets, we just can't beat those guys. And I'm starting to wonder like, is the window of championship opportunity closing for the Los Angeles Lakers? LeBron James, bruh, I believe in you. I believe that you are a great basketball player, but in order to separate yourself in this GOAT talk, you're going to have to do something to lift your team even more. Yes, I know some of you LeBron fans are going to say, what more does he need to do? He's proven his greatness. I'm starting to wonder if the impact of LeBron on a basketball team hurts them more than it helps them. I'm seeing this firsthand with my Lakers, and I'm trying to understand like what is going on. Like LeBron, I acknowledge your greatness, but something ain't right. Like a Michael Jordan led team didn't have this issue. A Kobe Bryant led team didn't have this issue. Yes, there were times where Kobe didn't always win a championship or whatever, but his teams were competitive. Like it wasn't nothing where you had to really question um Kobe Bryant and his leadership. And that's not to say that LeBron is not a great leader either. It's just something doesn't click. And I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe you that's viewing this podcast can, let me know what it is. Because I'm still trying to figure it out. All I'm wanting is for the Lakers to get consistent and be the team that they are supposed to be. I mean, on paper, this team is good enough to win an NBA title, but we got to start playing like it. Like we're just so inconsistent. And it starts with LeBron. Whether y'all want to admit it or not, y'all put this tag on him as being the GOAT. Well, that is what comes with being the GOAT. The pressure, the expectations, all of that comes with being a great leader. So LeBron, I'm looking for you to, not just with your play, but you're gonna have to talk to these boys or something because this just ain't clicking. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me move on from that. Let's talk about Sting. Many of you watched or attended the pay-per-view Revolution the other night in Greensboro, North Carolina. Unfortunately, I had to watch it on pay-per-view because I had a stomach bug. But hey, it was an exciting match. It was an exciting pay-per-view. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was questioning whether AEW had what it takes to compete with WWE. But those guys put on a exciting, great pay per view, probably one of their best in the last few pay per views. Sting, you did your thing. Darby Allin, you did your thing. What a great way for a legend to go out on his own terms. What a absolutely great match that we were able to witness. Sting, you are my favorite wrestler. I appreciate what you have brought to professional wrestling. There will never be another like you. And it's hard to say if it'll be even easy watching AEW at this point without you being on there. But hey, with the way the pay per view went, I'm starting to have confidence that they'll get it together and they'll be able to compete and at least be a great number two product to the WWE. As far as the WWE goes, I love the storyline with The Rock turning heel, with the bloodline, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. I love that whole storyline. I believe this is one of the best storylines that they've been cooking up for quite some time now because I'm a WCW guy. I ain't never really been, a WWE guy, but I will admit that these guys are doing a great job at creative writing. I do want Cody Rhodes to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the championship because um, I'm just one of those guys who love the underdogs, and I believe that Cody Rhodes is his time to finish his story. So outside of that, man, WWE, shout out to y'all. AEW, keep improving. Don't go backwards. So that's all I got for today. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys will like this. Subscribe, comment, leave me some thoughts. If you got any topics that you want me to discuss, please hit me up and feel free to do so, and I'll try to get them on the next episode. Also, as I continue to do this, I'm going to start going live and we're going to start addressing other topics throughout this world. It's not going to be just sports related, but today I felt the need to, start with sports. That's my thing. And, of course, I'm going to talk about music because that's my thing too. But outside of that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until then, remember, many are called, but few are chosen. We out.